is one of the benefits of having coloured lights. So let's pop that there. Ooh, hello. Nah. Do I like that? Not really. This is the problem with choice. Oh, I haven't got time to muck about with this. Oh my gosh, this is taking ages. Stuff it, that'll have to do. So I couldn't post a video last week. I had to do 2 talks at VidFest. Completely destroyed me. Hardly slept a week. I'm now miles behind with my side business. I'm miles behind with my business. And for the first time in 2 years, I'm just on the edge of keeping up with my other YouTube channel, which I have to put 3 videos a week on for the next 10 years. So a couple of weeks ago, I told you I made an epic loss from my side hustle, about £15,000 if you value my time. This week, I'm just gonna run through what else happened in the first 3 months of the business, including how I got my products here in TubeBuddy's member perk section and what results my marketing and PR drive have had. I like to work in quarters, otherwise every 6 months. Just having a look back and seeing what worked and what didn't and the progress you're making and where to go next is always really useful. So I'm going to look at the short-term marketing that I tried first. Firstly, I tried out promo videos. These were my biggest hit and had the best results. Simply posting a promo on LinkedIn and in a few other places generated sales like that. The second thing was my website. So the basic website makes sales. The conversion rate in week 1 was epic, dipped as more traffic came in. I don't have time to worry about that much right now. It's working, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Then there's my paid ads. These completely sucked. I made a whole video about them. Totally all my fault. I just didn't have the time to do them well and they lost me money. Then there was a competition I tried. So I wanted to have a bit of fun. I ran a competition that you could enter by filming yourself dancing whilst the free end screens I'd made had downloaded. And one person, the funny backpacker, entered, and I gave them 50 quid as the prize. Now, to be fair to them, they actually went and bought my animations and then the new social media frames. It wasn't that bad, and actually it was really fun. I'd probably do it again. The next thing was my social media. I have no idea what this did most of the time. I'm using Instagram. I'm useless at it. I really don't like the platform. I know it works. I just don't like being part of posting to it. Really, I just use it as a chat platform. I like to stay in touch with other creators. My email marketing. This is a big part of my future for this product, just because of the way you can automate things and make it truly passive income, probably. So I made a free lead magnet, as they're called, which is a horrible word. I hate that word. It basically means you get something for free if you join my mailing list, which is my end screens. Then every Friday, I send out this video that you're watching right now to that email list, which isn't really that relevant to them most of the time. Now, I don't have many people in it right now. It's like 150 now, I think. I don't know what's going on with that. And when I did try testing and sending a product offer, nothing happened. So that wasn't that great. I'm not gonna give up on that though. And then my YouTube channel. So this is marketing, except it's not. I just like making these videos, so as long as I enjoy it, I don't really care what this does at all. Marketing, I'll either make sales from it or not. Either way, I win. So marketing, go YouTube. So what else have I done? Well, I wrote to every person who bought my product in the first few weeks. Now, this is something that I want to continue, firstly, because it's cool. Secondly, because people then posted it onto their social media. And if you have lots of clients feeling the love and sharing this, it will cause the right kind of traction. So what am I going to keep from that and what will go? Basically, I'm just going to keep doing all of that right now. The foundations are there, bar the paid ads. I'm going to do them for a bit. So my long-term marketing. Well, unlike the marketing gurus who are always screaming to make more content and tell you to build massive funnels, basically tell you to do things that only work when you have a giant following. And the most annoying thing ever just happened. I was editing that video and suddenly the sound vanished. So here's part 2, which by the way reminds me, I thought I'd try something. So if you don't know this, I own a production company in the UK, and over the last 6 years, we've had loads of inquiries from people who want us to film them just sitting there chatting to camera whilst they drink a cup of tea. Like, a cup of tea is the thing that makes their content interesting. So I thought I'd make this perfect opportunity to see if by me drinking tea on camera whilst I do the second half of this video, are you more engaged? So let's find out. Are you feeling anything right now? Is this tea drinking experience good? Okay, so where was I? Well, I'm keeping my main marketing really old school and just focusing on the things that are long-term and can deliver amazing results, the things that people don't talk about enough online. It's made up of 3 things: networking, PR, and relationship building. So networking. I used to do this in person and I got asked to leave my networking group because, well, I was playing the last clap game every week. And if you don't know what the last clap game is, when someone claps something, you have to be the last person to stop clapping and you win a point. And I managed to convince 4 to 5 other people in the room to play with me, which meant our super serious networking meetings just had people randomly clapping throughout. And to be fair, I had strong competition. No one would give up. The problem I have with these networking groups, especially if you're someone like me, is you were put into a group of people who you did not pick. So put me in a room of serious Simons and there's an issue as I heckle and I make smart comments and I'm basically really annoying. There's loads of people I like and who don't bore me to tears, so I just chat to them now online. I have something in common with other creatives and video makers, and this is what led me to get my product inside TubeBuddy. Networking that was effortless. So I used, like I said, Instagram chat, I comment on other people's videos, I'm in Facebook groups where I just talk with creatives and advise and help them. It's fun too. That's what I do, and I'm kind of angry this isn't the thing that marketing gurus are telling everyone to do. I mean, let's have a look at how this has worked. So one person has been responsible for everything that has gone right, helping me build a network, helping me with PR, helping me with relationships. So Rob reached out to me when I made a video about TubeBuddy a while ago. He asked me to come on a live, and we got on, kept chatting after, and we've just always stayed in touch. I watch his videos, they inspire me, and I like watching how he does things. He's very good at networking and building small communities. Now, I'd never really seen someone do it in the way he had before. He's always out there just helping people. It's give first, and then he gives so much. He's top of my list for people I'll be there to help the second he needs it, so long as I can, of course, help with it. He has his own Facebook group I'm in, which is a really great community, and he took my attention away from marketing to the masses to thinking more about individuals and trying to give first. So to shorten the story, Rob works for TubeBuddy and his role changed. He calls me up one day and says, Ed, we want to put your product in the members perk section of TubeBuddy. Marketing. So I was over the moon when this happened. They literally have millions of users. So thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. So what happens is the paying members of TubeBuddy have this thing called member perks where they can get free animations from me, about 100. And if they want to purchase the whole pack, they can do afterwards. But to get them free, people need to give me their email, which means I'm slowly building a database, although it's sped up quite a lot. So this is building a sales funnel, but also a small community because I email this video each week to the people on the list, and hopefully if they're interested in building side projects too, they'll become part of the small community I want to build, which leads me on to PR. And again, Rob plays a big part in the PR success that I've had recently. When we were catching up, I asked him how he gets so many speaking gigs. The next thing I know, he's invited me to a very small Facebook group. There's like 100 people in there, and I recognize most of the names of the people. They're all influential in the YouTube world, and they're just hanging around asking questions and networking. People post invitations to their podcast, and Rob kindly introduced me to Dusty Porter, whose podcast gets 60,000 downloads a week, resulting in this. So by actively telling the people I get on with and network with that I wanted to do more PR and collabs, I ended up getting them. That Facebook group also landed me the VidFest invite too, as the application to speak was posted there, and I got on Ben Emmos's podcast, which is one I'd wanted to be on for a while. So networking and PR work hand in hand. This is why my focus is shifted to these things. So really, when I look back at what I got out of Q1, it was a total shift in my mindset. Funny thing is, the smartest people I know have been doing this for years. So the next 3 months for me is about making a nice big fat loss, but building something you can't put a monetary value on instead. I've also got some profit to spend, and I've got no idea where to spend it right now. So I might have some fun with that too. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Oh, next week is going to be a bit random. Stay tuned. Marketing.